It was vintage Matt Cain last night. The horse carried the load for 8 innings and led the Giants to a victory on Orange Friday. And today it's Madison Bumgarner's turn to take the reins. The young lefty has burst out of the gates this season, and today he takes on the Braves in Game 3 of the series. And it's coming up next. Picture perfect day for baseball here at AT&T Park as we get ready for Game 3 of this 4-game series, Giants and Braves. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, each team has won a game in this series. It's a big game, kind of a swing game. And Mike, we always like to see starts for Madison Bumgarner, even if it's against his old favorite team.
Well, it's hard to believe that the kid he once rooted for, or the team that he once rooted for as a kid, he's never beaten.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he won in the postseason. He just hasn't beat him in the regular season. Well, he's throwing great ball right now. He's also got a new changeup they haven't even seen. You figure it'd be a match in heaven. The Giants pitching staff lead the National League in strikeouts. The Braves hitters, they've struck out more than anybody else in the National League. Having said that, this is a dangerous Braves team, and I think we're in for a whale of a ball game.
A lot of swings for the fences from these Atlanta Braves. All right, when we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the very first pitch right after this.
Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. The Chipotle Chicken Club Combo is back for a limited time at Jack in the Box. Try one today with fries and a drink for just $4.99 plus tax. And by Toyota. Do the math and save at your local Toyota dealer.
Giants have taken the field on a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open right now. Temperature 66 degrees. We have light winds, humidity at 68%. And if we see a cloud or two, I'll be surprised. All right, here's the lineup that Madison Bumgarner will be facing. It'll be Simmons, Ugla, and Upton, the first three hitters, followed by Freddie Freeman, the cleanup hitter. Gaddis, Johnson, and B.J. Upton. Jared Laird will hit 8th, and Paul Mahalam will hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner, 6'5", 235-pounder. He's 23 years old in his third year at the big league level. And this year he's out to a great start in 7 starts. He's 3-1 with a 2.31 ERA. And look at the strikeouts, almost 1 per inning. About a 4-to-1 strikeout walk ratio. You'll see a fastball that's low 90s with a natural cut to it. Hard slider, curveball, and a changeup. Against these Atlanta Braves, he has never beaten them regular season. He's beaten the postseason. He just hasn't beaten them regular season. He's 0-3 lifetime in 4 starts. He's pitched well. He just hasn't gotten a whole lot of run supports when he's pitched against the Braves. Right now, let's take a look at the defense playing behind Madison Bumgarner. It'll be Peguero, Pagan, and Pence. Great arms on the corners. Crawford, Sandoval on the left side. Scooter Opposing on the right side. And Guillermo Quiroz will be in the squad, putting down the signs today for Madison Bumgarner.
So here's Bumgarner. And the first pitch to Simons is a called strike. We get underway at 106. So Simmons to lead things off, hitting 264. Bumgarner likes to work quick, and this is out into center field where Marco Scutaro tracks it down, and that's how this game gets started.
Well, today before the game, we had the Atwater Junior Giants trot out to each position, and they were getting their glove. It's the first glove that they've ever had. Angel Pagan giving this little girl a glove so that she can participate this year in the Junior Giants schedule. And they were psyched.
Yeah, got a little hug at the end. And then she took off. Here's Ugla, who takes a call strike. Hunter Pence, the Reverend, giving this little guy a speech about the importance of that glove. Here's the 0-1 delivery to Ugla, and Ugla takes another strike. Jordan Baker, the home plate umpire. Hey, there is significance to a glove. Come on.
I remember my first glove. My first very own glove. That was a big day in my house.
Ugla takes high. Quiroz really wanted that pitch on the inner half of the plate. So Marco handing out this glove. Said, you need to use that now. Play catch with it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got him, and that's the high strike.
He set up in the inside corner. He throws that little cutter right there above the belt, and you look at Ugla tried to duck underneath it, and Jordan Baker, the plate umpire, said looks pretty good from here. Grab some pine.
This entire homestand, we've seen a ton of low ball umpires, and I think that's the first high strike we've seen on this homestand.
And Jordan Baker, I mean, he's a 6'8" umpire. He is a low ball guy, believe it or not. Rare to get a high call from him.
Here's Upton, who's got some ownage on Bumgarner. He's 8 for 14 with a double and a home run. And here he takes a strike. He's a strike thrower. Upton went 1 for 5 on Thursday and 1 for 2 with a couple of walks in the game yesterday. He rolls this one foul, and it's 0-2.
You talk about all the history that Upton has had against Madison Bumgarner. And it's substantial. I mean, 14 at-bats, 8 hits. You know, he obviously sees him well. But he's never seen him with a changeup. I think that's a pitch that he'll throw him today.
Oh, 0-2.
Quiroz just went through 5 signs. And finally they said, oh, let's stop and do it over again.
And a foul back. Is Bumgarner on that particular pitch working the outside part of the plate.
Let's take a look at Bumgarner's motion with our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Really hides the ball away. Huge shoulder turn. And you do not see that ball early, especially from guys on the right side. He gets on you so quick, and his 91-93 looks quicker because of how late you get on the ball coming out of his hand.
In tight. 1-2 now to Justin Upton, who's got 12 home runs on this young season and 21 RBIs.
Bumgarner throws out of a low 3/4 release. It's a testimony as to how strong he is. Similar release point of Randy Johnson. And the reason I say he's so strong is that he can throw 150, 120 pitches out of that release. That's not an easy release to keep your hand high. And the tendency for a lot of guys out of that low 3/4 is they'll lose their arm slot and they'll lose a release point and they become slingers because they're not strong enough to keep their hand up high during the whole 120 pitches. But with Bumgarner, no problem. He is country strong.
And the 2-2 offering. On the ground towards the hole. Sandoval cuts it off. On the run throw. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Angel Pagan coming up. One half inning. Giants are coming up, and here's their lineup. Pagan, Scudero, Sandoval. Buster Posey will be the cleanup hitter. See Posey's numbers at first base. Pencil hit fifth, and it's Peguero, Quiroz, and Crawford with Madison Bumgarner hitting ninth.
On the hill for the Braves today will be 30-year-old left-hander Paul Maholm. Maholm in his 8th year at the big league level, 6'2", 220-pounder out of Greenwood, Mississippi. This is what he has done in 7 starts. Off to a good start, 4-3 with a 3.09 ERA. Been hard to hit. 43 innings he's pitched, 32 hits allowed. Doesn't really throw real hard. He's got a high 80s fastball, depending on his grip. He'll 2-seam and 4-seam it with a little cutter. He's got a curveball and a changeup, and he will mix it up well. I mean, he's a guy who is definitely trying to take the sting out of your at bat. He's pitching to contact. He's not trying to strike out unless the situation dictates it. Signed for years with the Pirates, and he has really taken off with his stint here with the Braves.
Here's Pagan, and Pagan takes a call strike.
Fetch. It's a good dog.
Hey, they got something going on in St. Louis that's quite remarkable. You know what Sean Miller did last night? You read that? Shane Miller, first hitter of the game.
Kobe? Shelby Miller. I heard about that.
All right, so retired the next 27. Wainwright has retired the first 21 hitters in the game today.
So 48 in a row? Wow. Yeah, last night's game in Colorado, Shelby Miller comes out and he gives a base hit, a broken bat single to Eric Young, and then retires the next 27 in a row. Remarkable start.
It was actually in St. Louis.
Oh, in St. Louis, I'm sorry. So I think it's like the 6th or 8th time. It hasn't happened very often in baseball history. I mean, that's more rare than a perfect game.
Well, Dennis Eckersley did it the one year where he gave up a hit in the first inning and then none after that, and then threw a no-hitter the next time out. And then went 4 innings without giving up a hit the next time.
Wow. I don't think they're having much fun. The Colorado Rockies, that is, in St. Louis these last couple of days.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Pagan. Now Wainwright just walked somebody, and they're in the truck. They're yelling at us for being a broadcaster's jinx.
You have to be in the town to have a broadcaster's jinx. Still got a no-hitter going. You no-hit Colorado. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment.
2-2 to Pagan. A good battle. And Mahalam wins the battle with the strikeout.
Let's take a look at that defense playing behind Paul Mahalam for the Braves. In the outfield from left to right, it'll be Gaddis, Upton, and Upton. Good arms in center and in right. Simmons and Johnson on the left side of the infield. Ugla and Freeman on the right side. And Laird will be in the squat doing the catching.
Scudero's been hot. He's got his average to 295 in this series. He's 4 for 8. He's 2 for 6 lifetime against Mahalam. And he pops this one into right center field for Upton, and Upton, in front of his brother, makes the catch. 2 outs. And here's Pablo Sandoval. Sandoval is hitting at .314, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs. And a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Sandoval took a 1 for 4 last night, and the same on Thursday. And that breaking ball misses, 2-0. With Kraut.
Are you a with Kraut guy?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
How do you make that stuff?
Hey, we had a Kraut factory 2 miles from our farm. You don't want to know. 3 balls and no strikes.
I bet that place smelled good. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, it's fantastic.
On a dog, nothing better.
Sandoval taking all the way. 3 balls and 1 strike.
I think it was hard for him to take that pitch.
Yeah. And he's mad at himself right now for doing it. Sandoval past Tim Flannery.
Elliot Diamond, our ball dude down the third base line.
Yep. Did he hold on to it long enough?
All right. Here we go. Down to one knee. Yep. Clank. I think that's a pretty good play. He stopped it.
Hope he's got a. Yeah, I just hope he's well protected. 3-2. Line drive. Left field line. It is way back. It is out of here. And it's 1-0 Giants. Good day to hit. For Sandoval, number 5 on the season.
You know, it really is kind of demoralizing for a pitcher to make what he thinks is a pretty good pitch and have a guy get off balance, reach out, and still hit a ball at the ballpark. I mean, he does things his own way, but as big and as strong and as powerful as his hands are, I mean, he never ceases to amaze you, even on good pitches. I mean, that's his 2-strike swing. And believe it or not, he's got one.
Here's the 0-1 to Posey, and Buster Posey bounces it to Hunter Pence. Finds somebody with a glove, and it's a souvenir. Oh, 0-2 to Posey.
Ooh, tried to cut that back door, and he just missed. We've seen balls that height called strikes from Jordan Baker, especially in that outside corner. And the Braves will stretch that outside corner. That's a big part of their philosophy.
Fly ball center field, Upton now coming in, still coming in, and that'll end the inning. Pablo Sandoval puts the Giants on the board with this home run, and it's bye-bye baby, and it's 1-0 Giants. Hard facts. National League West Division winners since 1990. You might be surprised to see that the Atlanta Braves won it 3 times. Giants 5, Arizona 5, Dodgers 4, Padres 4. Here's Freddie Freeman, who fouls it back. Freeman 3 for 11 against Bumgarner with a home run. Sandoval is off the line at third as that pitch is in tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. See the way the defense is set up. Pretty much straight away in the outfield.
Yeah, they give the lines on both sides of the field, bunching it up.
Good pitch, 1-2.
I think if you were to describe the outfit here, it'd be like straightaway AT&T.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the standard set we see just about 90% of the time. And you give the lines here, especially in right field. You protect the gap in right center.
Two and 2. Gaddis to follow, and then Chris Johnson, and this is tapped slowly to first. Buster Posey right by the bag. One out. All right, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, and here's Amy G. Amy?
All right, Dwayne, it is a beautiful day, a special day. It's the annual Junior Giants Glove Drive. Fans saw a couple of Atwater Junior Giants get their gloves from the Giants in the first inning, and people are still bringing them in. Coming through the turnstiles, they're dropping off gloves, and they receive a very cool Buster Posey MVP pen for their donation. If you weren't able to come to today's game, you can still donate. Log on to jrgiants.org for $10, guys. Someone can have a glove, and 9,000 kids who play Junior Giants baseball do not own their own gloves, so it goes to a great cause. Dwayne?
Gaddis on the first pitch skies one out into center field. Pence and Pagan. It's going to be Pagan who makes the catch. You see that pile of gloves? And I know, Mike, you think along the same lines I do. You just think of the story behind each glove. And it's a book.
It's absolutely, it's like the book return at the library. It's exactly what it is, because every glove's got stories.
Eddie Montague came in and handed us a sizable amount of money, a check. He said he and his family wanted to buy 50 gloves for kids that don't have a glove. And $10 buys a pretty good glove. Hit on the ground, foul. I mean,
who?
What happened?
Well, our ball dude, Elliot Diamond, so far he's putting on a show down there. All right, let's check him out. All right, I got this one. I got this one. He overshoots the runaway and takes it in the ankle. But good intention. Good intention.
If you're going to do that, don't even take a glove down there. Just go barehanded. You can't block your glove with your foot.
You just can't let soccer guys be ball dudes. That's the bottom line here.
I can see that 20 times. I'll laugh every time. Good. I didn't want Johnson to strike out here. I want him to foul one off. Here,
here we go. Elliot Diamond. I got this one. Hey!
And then it's a heavy ball that knocked him over.
Wow, and he's got an ankle burger just because of it. Nice going.
Oh, we need more balls hit down the third base line.
Well, with Bumgarner out there, we could see a show today from Elliot Diamond. Ooh. Good pitch. Fans knew it. I think everybody in the ballpark knew it except for Jordan Baker, the plate umpire. That was a great pitch.
And now the 2-2. And that get Quiros? I think it did.
Now you're going to have to give Quiros a little time to figure out Bumgarner. I mean, they haven't done a lot of work together. It's normally every time Bumgarner gets out there, he gets Posey behind, and there's not a whole lot of shaking off. And so far early on in this game, there's been a couple of sequences where they've run through all 5 signs, and they've done that about a half dozen times. Once they even had to stop and start over.
And Johnson strikes out, and that'll end the inning. Here we go.
Hey!
Good long strides.
quote, and the Geico quote of the game comes from Tim Hudson, last night's losing pitcher on the 4th inning. He says, well, it was a nightmare inning, obviously. I didn't make very good pitches to get the inning going. Then when I needed a break here or there, the balls found some holes and some balls made for tough plays. I just had a tough time stopping the bleeding. Our Geico quote of the game.
All right. It's all true.
It doesn't happen very often.
He saw it the same way we saw it.
Gets everybody sooner or later.
Here's Pence. Pence takes high, hitting .285 with 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. Popped up. Simmons, 1 out. Well, the Nationals make their only visit to AT&T Park, and that'll be on the next homestand. Watch one of the most exciting young players in the game. That would be Bryce Harper. Monday and Tuesday, they're both 7:15 starts, and then Wednesday, it's a midweek day game. So check out sfgiants.com for tickets. Here's Francisco Figueroa. Figueroa line drive, right field, base hit.
One thing about Figueroa, you're going to find out he uses the whole field. He tried to go in with it, he left it out over the plate. Just a good inside out approach, and he backspins that thing right out to Upton in right field. Not an easy guy to pitch to. What you hope this young player gets up here is a quick dose of confidence, because he can be a difference maker.
Well, he's got the ability here to steal a bag too, as Quiros takes high and away, 1-0.
You got to be careful. Mahalam is not that quick out of the stretch, but he's got excellent moves to first. Very, very deceptive moves. Not an easy job for a base runner to get a good jump.
Well, he is quick to the plate.
Well, that time he was. I mean, he's got a very, very quick slide step.
Quiros, I mean, lifetime, does have a home run against Mahalam.
Owns him. Come on, 1 for 2 with a home run. That's ownage.
It is for me. This is rolled foul. It's now 1-2. Brendan Crawford is on deck. If you just joined us, Sandoval, a solo home run in the first. And off his fist and out of play. Quiros lives to see another pitch. Nothing Giants. Well, foul, look out. Giants come in 21-15. That's the same record as the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have won 5 straight. Giants are 5-3 on this homestand, with 1 more game left tomorrow, and they're 13-7 at home. High to Quiros, 2-2. The Braves, on the other hand, 21-14. They're a game up on the Nationals in the East. This is their 6th game on this road trip. They're 3-2 so far. Swing and a miss, and Quiros is gone. And that'll bring up Crawford. Carlos Tasca is managing again today. Freddie Gonzalez missed yesterday's game and today's game. He has a child that is graduating. And that is the reason for his absence. You know, nowadays, if you invest some cash into the child's education, you kind of want to see the end point, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, tuition being as expensive as it is.
The breaking ball to Crawford for a strike.
Now, normally, this is not a steal situation, because if Peguero were to go and he was successful, they would walk Crawford and then the pitcher would hit. But as good of a hitter as Bumgarner is, I mean, they might let Peguero go.
Nolan Arenado got a base hit with 1 out in the 8th off of Adam Wainwright. But he did walk off the field in the 8th inning with a 3-0 lead and a 1-hitter. One ball and 1 strike. 1-2. Bumgarner with a bat in his hand in the on-deck circle.
Bruce Bochy would love to get his pitcher up this inning.
Crawford, a couple of hits and 3 at-bats last night. And he went 1 for 4 on Thursday. Hit up the middle. Ugla. No chance. Bumgarner's going to hit. And Crawford will take it.
Yeah, he's got to feel like he's owed a couple of those hits. Remember, he went one whole week where he had like 1 hit, hitting the ball hard and getting nothing to show for it. And this is going to go down as an infield single. And that's one you don't apologize for if you're Brandon Crawford.
I don't know. The Simmons, the young shortstop, never went to cover second. Bumgarner off his foot, and it snowballs in 1 strike.
That locks a pitcher up. I mean, they're not used to that. Hitters, I mean, certain hitters will do it almost every day. Certainly once a series and several times a week. And I mean, I don't think you ever really get used to it who you are, but for a pitcher, that is like the worst possible thing. And he almost did it again.
Almost did it again. I thought the same thing.
Let's see if this one hits. They got more of Gerald Laird, the catcher.
I think he swung late on purpose. He didn't want to do it again. That'll end the inning. Couple of hits, 2 left. After 2. Sandoval's home run, the difference. The third. Let's check out our AT&T Uverse Rewind. On Thursday night, Brian McCann said, well, I got this one over the head of Hunter Pence. No, you did not. As Pence tracks it down. And then yesterday, this one's going to fall in front of Pence, right? No, it is not. As Dan Uggla gets robbed. McCann, Uggla, not very happy with the Giants' red shield. Here's Upton. Upton, Laird, Mahallam here in the third inning. First pitch in tight. Wine stoppers.
Well, that was the giveaway today. Hey, I want to get that, I want to get that, I want to get that.
We'll get you some. Swinging a foul.
And those were the four. It was sort of a random deal. It was all the boxes looked the same. You opened up and there was the surprise. You didn't know who you were going to get.
I heard what's going on out in the parking lot.
I know, 4 Krukos to get 1 Kuiper.
No, 2 Kruko and Kuipers to get 1 Fleming. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. Really tight pitch, call the ball, 3-1. There's Dave Fleming and his family in the booth right next to his.
His wife Jess.
Brought some friends into the booth. The Twins and David Jr. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Upton turned around immediately to ask Jordan Baker, the plate umpire, if that pitch was a strike. There's Carter and Katie.
3-2. Got him.
Well, you got to check out One Common Goal. That's the official Giants commemorative book about the 2012 championship season. Forward written by Buster Posey, the afterword written by Matt Cain. But the photos are what tell the story of a team that refused to give up. And it's really a great chunk of Giants history. For only $40, you can go to the Giants Dugout store and get your book, One Common Goal. It really is worth a lot of memories.
Here's Gerald Laird.
You can also go to sfgiants.com to get that book. And we highly recommend it.
Laird is 9 for 30. Setting up away to Laird, and it's popped up. Crawford. 2 outs. And here's Mahallam.
Really, it's just of the 3 games that have been played between these 2 teams during this 4-game series, this is the day we've seen the least amount of wind. So pop-ups and fly balls, I mean, they're sort of a normal day here in San Francisco. First 2 days, it was pretty windy.
Mahallam is 2 for 16 as he takes a strike. And he takes another strike, and it's 0-2. And it's fouled out of play.
Mahallam will always give you a battle at the plate. He's got a pretty good clue up there.
All right, the winner. Buster Posey to his right. Will flip to his buddy Madison Bumgarner. And yeah, he said he got him. Make sure Bumgarner's all right. And everybody's good. 1-0 Giants.
In the Bay Area is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's Great American Cash Giveaway. Thousands of dollars every weekend. Visit cashcreek.com for details.
Sandoval's home run in the first. 1-0 Giants. Here's Pagan. Pagan struck out to open up the bottom of the first inning. He did tattoo his second home run of the season late in the game last night. Mahalan making him wait, and now everybody's ready. And this is tapped foul. This was a home run last night. Game against David Carpenter.
A little slider, he just went down. He said he wasn't really thinking about hitting a home run, just wanted to put a good swing on it. And that was a 2-run homer. Made a 6-2 game, an 8-2 game, and that was it. It took the life out of the Braves, and that was pretty much the ball game.
And that pitch is high. It's now 1-2. One-two pitch. Outside and high to Pagan.
Trying to backdoor that little cutter.
It's the young man that gave up the home run to Pagan.
David Carpenter, a former catcher turned pitcher.
And Pagan hits this one off the glove of Mahalan. Ugla throws out to Freeman, and Freeman just stayed on the bag. At least that in the eyes of Wally Bell.
Now, Roberto Kelly does not react very often. And as the foot came off it there, you could see Roberto Kelly not in agreement.
He may.
I think he made the right call.
I do too. In tight to Scudero. Scudero hit a fly ball to center field in the first. Looks like he's taking all the way.
All right, one more look. Does the toe stay on? Yeah, it does. He gets him right there. And that's what Wally Bell saw.
Foul down the left field line.
Heads up. Yeah, the family's here.
They got the whole gang here.
Yes, they do. And the old man's still smiling. I love it.
Scudero taps this one foul. I think he goes back to touch it.
Yeah, he got him.
Look out. Uh-oh, more work? Not a bit.
Well, Elliot Diamond, our ball dude down there today, making some friends.
Uh-oh. We're talking hands full here.
Oh, yeah. Raising children is a balancing act, no doubt about it, and this guy proves it.
Look at that. He's got meals for everybody. He's got a child. He's got a beverage. He's got to walk past the guy that's doing the same thing he's doing.
What's that? To strap your kid on day.
This is foul as well.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now you get settled, and you know what the oldest child says?
I have to go to the bathroom.
I got to pee. And as a parent, sometimes you really want to say, well, just go ahead.
Yeah, let her rip. There's an old beer cup here under the seat. Fire away.
Scudero, another souvenir. Sandoval waiting on deck. Outside, and a full count to Scudero. Payoff pitch. Scudero bounces this one up the middle, and he's got a base hit.
Great at bat. Well, time now for our Ford right choice. We go back to a 2-out, 3-2 count. Pablo Sandoval in the first inning up against Paul Maholm. Whoop. And that would be home run number 5. Just completely yanked it out into the bleachers in left field. And that, my friends, is our Ford right choice.
So here's Sandoval, who homered over the Cars in left field in the first inning. Down low, 1-0.
First right-handed big fly of the year. Pablo Sandoval is naturally left-handed. When he was a little boy, he threw the ball left-handed, swung the bat left-handed. He wanted to play the positions on the other side of the infield, third base, shortstop, and catch. And to do that, you had to be right-handed, so he learned to throw right-handed.
Here he bounces this one. Johnson's got it. He will throw to second for one, and the throw to first is a double play. Around the horn, we've played 3, and it's 1-0 Giants.
Net Bay area is brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company, the solar company.
It's a 1-0 lead as we head to the fourth. Bumgarner 9 up, 9 down as he faces Simmons, Ugla, and Upton. And a first pitch a bit high. 1 ball and no strikes on Drillton Simmons.
Look out.
A pop up to Scudero. That's what Simmons did in the first inning. Here it's 3-0. Haven't seen Simmons takes this many pitches in the entire series.
He's had a lot of at-bats determined within 3, no doubt. Simmons on the year walked 9 times, 126 at-bats. That's not a whole lot, so he likes to swing the bat.
And a strike from Bumgarner. Simmons taking all the way, trying to distract the Giants lefty. And it's now 3-2.
Just throwing the cut fastball. I mean, when in doubt, if he has to make a pitch and he's behind the count, he's probably going to come at you with that cut.
Got him. And let's check in with Amy G.
Dwayne and Mike, we love fun stories at the yard, and this is one of them. You get to meet the whole Shevnikov family. They have been coming to Giants games regularly for 20 years. It's a family tradition. Here's what they look like now, and that's what they look like then. Look at Mama Joanne applying the sunscreen. That is at Candlestick. They have come every year since 1993. We've got Rick, Joanne, Marina, and David, and we love that you're here, and we appreciate you telling us about the story. Marina tweeted it to me, so social media, it's a good thing. The whole Shevnikovs. Thanks for coming out, you guys.
Got to have that sunscreen at Candlestick. Foul back.
Well, the sunscreen at Candlestick was not to protect you from the sun. It was to protect you from the orange seeds.
That's right, in the wind.
Good looking bunch right there.
Good Giants fans. One ball and one strike. Giants with an overshift for Ugla. 1-2.
Playing him to pull in the infield. Outfield straight up.
Got him.
Strikeout number 5. And he is rolling. Right now we're going to ask our AT&T trivia question. You can tweet your answer to CSN Giants. The question today, name the 2 sets of brothers to hit back-to-back home runs in the same game. We'll give you a hint. 2 of them did it against the Giants.
All right, here's Upton. Upton bounced out to Sandoval, who ranged far to his left to throw him out. Down low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
There is carry to right field right now. And that just happened about the last inning.
Two and one to Upton. Bumgarner with no walks and 5 strikeouts.
Amazing about Northern California. Whatever wind you get in the first inning, no guarantee you're going to get it in the 5th. No guarantee you're going to get it in the 9th.
2-2. Upton out of the box, but now in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now full count.
Second 3-ball count this inning.
Crawford off balance, long throw, not in time, and that's the first hit of the game for the Braves.
Boy, that was close. Madison Bumgarner had retired 11 Braves in a row, and this is the first hit and the first runner. We always talk about the thing that makes athletes elite in this game is the combination of power and speed. And Justin Upton, one of those guys, legs out an infield single, and the perfect game and the no-hitter are gone.
Here's Freeman. Freeman bounced out to Buster Posey in the second inning. Two and 0. So now Bumgarner has to be careful with Freddie Freeman.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen an attempt to steal here from Upton. 1-0 ball game, 2 outs. I mean, it is go time.
Three and 0.
Another 3-ball count for Madison Bumgarner in this inning.
Buster Posey on the bag, side retired. Buster Posey will lead things off. It's 1-0 Giants.
and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
All right, it's time to ask and answer our AT&T trivia question. The question today, name the two sets of brothers to hit back-to-back home runs in the same game. Our survey said, well, Lloyd and Paul Wainer, Big Poison and Little Poison, did it September 15th, 1938 at the Polo Grounds against the Giants, and then BJ and Justin Upton did it this year against the Rockies. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Here's Buster Posey, and he takes in tight.
Only one thing cooler, family-wise, and that's when the Griffeys, Ken Griffey Sr. and Ken Griffey Jr. went back-to-back.
Yeah.
That was cool, too.
Pence on deck, and then Peguero. And it's down low, 2 balls and a strike. They're coming in. Too far. 3 balls and 1 strike.
When you watch Mulholland pitch, I mean, he very seldom goes outside the catcher's knees. I mean, he really has great command.
Posey out of play.
Go back to April 23rd this year against the Rockies in Colorado when the Upton brothers go back-to-back. BJ leads it off, and then Justin right behind him going oppo, and that is very cool on a cold night, mind you.
Pence pops it up, shallow right field. Ugla out, and it's going to fall, and now it gets by Upton. And Posey is going to trot into second base. Got to be a hit.
Oh, absolutely. Flat out double, or a base hit rather. But you talk about rock at a hard place, not being the guy at first base. That's why you go to the halfway lead, so you can get back if he catches it, go to second if you don't. So you get runners at first and second. And we got action.
So here's Peguero. And Peguero with a bouncy ball up the middle. Could be a pair. That's one and a pair.
Boy, and the pitcher's best friend. 1 pitch later, 2 outs. Looks like Pence may have hurt himself. He's got a little bit of a limpy shuffle going back to the dugout. And he's got to go in there hard and try and put some heat on Ugla.
Shin burner. I've had those, man. Shin to shin is not good. Heroes takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Ugla's taking inventory too.
Dave Greshner right there checking out Hunter Pence. Not a whole lot you can do for a shin burger.
There's not. Outside, 3-0.
It's been an unbelievable day. We saw an ankle burger down on the left field line ball dude. We saw shin burgers from Hunter Pence and Dan Ugla. Never know what you're going to see. You come out to the old yard.
Looked to me like Mahallam wanted to face Crawford.
I watched the shin to shin. He's putting some severe heat on him. I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm not sure if he got his leg up because he took a pretty good jolt to the knee.
Yeah, it looked like ugly. The spikes grabbed, and then at the last second it gave way.
So a pitcher's strike to start things off here for Brandon Crawford. One thing the Giants have done well in this homestand is they've hit well with 2 strikes. And they've hit well with 2 outs.
And that's a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Mahallam did a smart thing. He went right out. He knew he got a wide strike that first pitch. He went right back out there to try and get it again. If you're getting a wide strike, just keep going out there till he quits calling it. I'll go back out there again.
Down the left field line, a fair ball. Posey scores. Quiros to third, and Crawford comes through. It's 2-0 Giants. And that's called a slash.
Well, he has really mastered that swing. And 2 strikes and 2 outs against guys that have really, really nasty breaking balls from the left side. He just hangs in there and shoots it down that line. And this is a nice 2-out knock. And those really, really can crush a pitcher.
Here's Bumgarner. Well, Bumgarner can make it hurt. Struck out in the second inning. Taps it foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, he saw nothing but breaking balls in his first at bat when he struck out. And I would be surprised if he saw anything else in this at bat. Because right now, Mahallam is pitching for his life. Down 2 runs, a couple of runners in scoring position.
Laird couldn't find it, but now he does. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Quiros at third, Crawford at second. Bumgarner, line drive right at Johnson, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits and a couple of walks. 2-0 Giants.
2-0 Giants. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Time now for our McDonald's True Stories in this date in Giants history. We go back to May 11th, 2007. That's when Tim Lincecum got his first win against the Colorado Rockies. The line that day for Lincecum, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. And that is how he got win number 1 in a great career. And that's your McDonald's True Stories and this date in Giants history.
That's a good date. It's a good piece of history.
A good chong.
Giants now with a 2-0 lead. It'll be Evan Gaddis who will lead things off. Hit a fly ball to Pagan in the second. Upton's hit ruined what was a perfect game.
Tim Lincecum, Cy Young's commemorated out there on the second deck, the Coke bottle deck out in left field, as are all the MVPs.
Line to left, and Figueroa's going to come in, and now it gets by him. And Gaddis will end up at second base.
Now, we always talk about the toughest play for an outfielder is a sinking line drive hit right at him. And it looked like Figueroa just kind of got a little confused as to how he was going to go at it.
When that almost hit him in the head.
Just ticked the top of his glove. And you're right. It almost gets him in the dome. So just like that, the Braves get a break.
So here's Chris Johnson. Johnson's going to bunt. And you end up hitting off of Johnson, which is a foul ball, unless, of course, you're out of the batter's box. And if that's the case, you got to go to instant replay. And then you got a problem. Sorry, I'm not getting over it.
Well, you don't have to. They need to work out a few kinks. If he's out of the box when that ball hits him, he is out. And very clearly, he was still in that batter's box. So that is a foul ball.
Out of play. You know, I was telling you that Eddie Montague writes a great sizable amount of check for the glove drive. And then I'm thinking, do you think he's trying to buy us?
Well, look, umpires have had a tough week. And Eddie's always going to fight for the umpires, always. Nah.
Well, you thought about it, though, right?
You know, when he handed the check over to you for the gloves, he had about 5 stories about gloves, and he actually brought the glove that his father wore in the big leagues.
Yep. In tight, 1 and 2. It's my 35th birthday. I like a day at the yard with Dad. My picture with Amy G. All right. 2 out of 3 so far. Got him. Quiroz will check the runner at second. That's the second time that Bumgarner's gotten Chris Johnson. But you're right. Eddie did bring his dad's glove, and it was an old-timer's glove. There's no doubt about that.
Had a good pocket in it, too.
Good pocket.
But he had a bunch of glove stories, so I think the glove drive hit home to Eddie.
Yeah, all right. So I can discount the other thoughts I was having.
Yeah, but it has been a rough week for umpires.
Here's B.J. Upton. Swing and a miss. No balls in 1 strike.
There was a play in Houston between the Angels and the Houston Astros, and it involved a pitching change where there was a pitching change. And by rule, if you bring in a pitcher, he has to pitch to one guy. And Bo Porter, the skipper for the Astros, basically came in there and says after a move was made, they brought in a pitcher. And then there was a counter move by Mike Scioscia to bring in a hitter to face that pitcher. Porter then went out there and discussed it over the umpires, and they let him make a change with another pitcher without having the one pitcher pitch to a hitter. It's a massive rule violation, and when all said and done, the game was protested. It was dropped when the Angels won the game. But the league went on to suspend
Field and
Colbrook, the crew chief of that umpiring crew, and then the other 3 umpires got fined.
I will stand up for the umpires, though. They do a good job. Right in on the hands of B.J. Upton. Taken. Very close pitch. It's now 2-2. Gerald Laird is on deck. And now full count. Three-two pitch. Fouled just in front of us. Short of the club level, and it remains 3-2.
Braves fan got it. Kind of sandwiched in there.
Making friends, though. 3-2 to Upton. Gaddis at second base. 1 out. And the walk.
Well, that's a good pitch right there. Bumgarner, he walked off the mound, took a long look at Jordan Baker as if to say, where was that? And would have been a pitcher's pitch. I think Baker called it right. Pitchers still want it. Well, fans, the Rockies are coming to town Memorial Day weekend, May 24th through the 26th, and a post-game fireworks show was just added to that Friday, May 24th game. The May 25th game, first 20,000 fans receive a World Series championship cap courtesy of Dignity Health. And on Sunday, the first 40,000 fans will receive a Barry Zito bobblehead presented by the Bank of America. Go to sfgiants.com and get your tickets.
Here's Laird, who takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Remember the last time you saw Gerald Laird? He was in the World Series with the Tigers. Laird got into 2 of those 4 games against Detroit, and he went 0 for 7 in that series. And he takes the pitch high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Had a nice year with the Tigers last year. He's a backup catcher at 282. Couple of home runs, 11 RBIs. On the ground, foul.
Ooh. Ball coming up. If you're leaning down, that ball hits that mound. Look out.
Yeah, especially for Elliott. He got a little limp going, didn't he?
Well, I mean, he had that ankle burger, and it'll definitely swell up as the day goes on. After all, they are called hard balls.
He's got grass stains. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to shoot into the stands, and now both runners advance. That's significant.
It is. You lose the force, and with Bumgarner, that's important because of how many ground balls that he can throw. Try to go back with the back foot slider, and it just goes a little bit too far wide of Quiros, and then it hops up and right into the stand. So a free gift to 90 feet, and now everybody moves up in the scoring position. total strikeout situation now. And that's what he'll pitch for.
2-2. Pitcher on deck. Got him.
And that really is a situation that separates the good pitchers from the average pitchers, is when they know they have a strikeout situation, they got runners in scoring position, it's a tight ball game, and they can reach back and get that strikeout, especially with a runner at third, less than 2 outs.
But 7 strikeouts.
But no time to let up now, because as we pointed out earlier, Mulholland can hit.
He bounced out to Buster Posey in the 3rd inning. Boy, he had a pitch to hit too, and it's 0-1. That was not the location Bumgarner wanted.
It's so easy to get lazy on pitchers, especially with breaking balls. You just think, if I throw something up there with a little wrinkle in it, it's going to be good enough. And a good hitting pitcher, that is not always good enough.
Oh, and 2.
91 them right above the hands. Now the pressure's on Quiros. It's 0-2 count. He wants to bury one in the dirt. He's got to block it.
No swing, and he didn't. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Paul Mahallam. Gaddis is at third, Upton's at second. And this is flipped into left field, a base hit. It's going to score 1 as Peguero gets to it, and that's what we're talking about. He can hit. It's a 2-1 ball game.
He's set up in the outside corner. And it's a little breaking ball, really not a hanger either. Just Mahallam making contact. Kind of a Barry Zito swing right there, going the opposite way. And just like that, the Braves are on the board.
So here's Simmons. Simmons is popped out and struck out. And he hits a high pop-up. Sandoval squeezes, and the damage is 1 run. Giants are coming up, top of the order. Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, Bay Area. 2-1 lead for the Giants. Let's go to Amy G.
Dwayne, last night you called it the play of the year, and Bruce Bochy agrees with you. He said it's one of the best plays he's ever seen. I'm talking about Matt Cain taking a comebacker in the second inning last night and then making the play to first base. I talked to Matt today. He said the hip's a little bit sore, but he slept fine. Bruce Bochy said he doesn't know of a pitcher that could have done what Matt did. Matt said it was pure reaction. Most guys probably would have just gone down and stayed down. Like I said last night, he's a horse, but he's also strong like bull. Dwayne?
Indeed he is. As Pagan on the first pitch bounces out 5-3.
You talk about manly plays. I mean, that is what that was. You know, your first thought when you get hit like that is not to complete the play. I mean, your first thought is survival. It's like, ow. And he very quickly, I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of time. He got after it and then made an off-balance throw. And he and Brandon Bell came up with a tremendous play.
Here's Scudero, who takes a strike.
But that definitely is a play that will follow him the rest of his career. That'll be replayed for as long as he's a Giant.
Scudero, flip job to right field. Upton can't get it, and it gets by him. And Scudero's on the move. He's going to hit the bag at second. He will head to third. That's got to be a triple.
Yeah, it's a do-or-die play. He comes down, it's going to be a shoe topper. And he just can't get that glove down low enough. And once it gets by him with the speed of Scudero, an easy three-bagger. And the Giants have a chance to get that run back. Just about 3 inches short.
So here's Sandoval. Sandoval gets hit. I always worry when hitters get hit in the hand or in the wrist. And now Dave Greshner and Bruce Bochy come out. Or they're telling us in the truck it may have been in the elbow.
Well, I hope it's the elbow, not the hand.
Forearm?
I think it got him in the right elbow. Right in the funny bone. And it ain't funny. Forearm, not the funny bone. So that's not funny either. But that's better than getting hit on the hand. But I'll tell you what, I mean, that part of your forearm there, he might not be able to play tomorrow.
Well, it's also the throwing arm. He will tell you, though, that he'll play with one arm.
Well, he has. As long as he can swing the bat.
So here's Buster Posey. A pop-up and a walk for Buster Posey. Scudero at third. Sandoval at first. Mahala pitching for one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, he's pitching for a ground ball. I mean, that's his goal. From Buster Posey's perspective, he wants something up. He can get in the outfield deep enough to score that run from third. It doesn't have to be that deep with Scudero's speed at third. A little better than average speed.
Hit to right field and hit well. Upton going back, and it's over his head. Sandoval's going to round the bag and head to third, scoring a Scudero, and it's now 3-1. The misadventures in right field for Justin Upton.
Well, a lot of guys who played it out there say it's the toughest right field in the National League. Posey, who backspins this thing out, is going to get some carry. We talked about how this ballpark had opened up to right field about an inning and a half ago. And you can see the ball carry right over the head of Upton. And that's just a misplay. And that has everything to do with the conditions changing during the course of a ball game. So what was a situational at bat turns out to be a little bit more because of the misplay.
And they're going to walk Pence intentionally. So Figueroa's going to get a chance to hit. The RBI for Buster Posey, number 24.
For every person who's ever played a baseball game in Northern California, you understand what can happen during the course of a ball game. I don't care if it's a 6-inning Little League game. The wins that start the game are not always the ones you're going to see in the middle and at the end.
Here's Carlos Tasca coming out, and he's already going to the bullpen. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. One here in the fifth.
The pitcher now for Atlanta will be Corey Guerin, the sidewinder, 6'3", 200-pounder. He's just about got a year at the big league level, and he's had a great start for the Braves. 15 base runners and 15 in the third. You're basically going to see two pitches. But the sidearm fastball's got big-time sink and sort of a frisbee-type break.
So it'll be Gregor Blanco pinch hitting for Figueroa. The defense for the Braves up the middle. They're playing for the double play ball. And the first pitch is low and in to Blanco. Coming in hitting .271. Sandoval at third. Sandoval at third. Posey at second. Pence is at first. And this is driven into right center field. That's a base hit. Sandoval's going to score. Posey's going to score. They're going to wave in Pence. And the ball gets away from Ugla. Pence scores. They all score. And Blanco clears the bases.
For Gregor Blanco, who came up in the Braves organization, to do it against your old team's got to feel pretty good. Guerin goes down and in, and he just drops the head on it, finds a gap, and the Giants blow it open here in the fifth. And watch him come in. Sandoval. Here comes Posey, and Hunter Pence all the way from first. 6-1 Giants.
And now Blanco's going to try to steal third, and they got him. So Blanco out. Nice throw by Laird.
You can see the jump that he had was huge. And the throw from Laird was absolutely perfect. All Chris Johnson had to do was catch it, and he slid right into him.
Heroes bounces this one to Johnson, and that'll end the inning. Giants with a 4 spot here in the 5th, 6-1.
A reminder that tomorrow is our next television game here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. You can see Game 4 of this 4-game set, Braves Giants. It's a 1 o'clock game. Pregame live starts at 12:30. And then the Giants will hop on a bus, take them to the airport, and we will head out to Toronto tomorrow night. Off day Monday. And they start the 2-game series against the Blue Jays. Both those games will also be on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. So join us if you would. Here we are in the top of the 6th inning, 6-1 Giants. And Madison Bumgarner getting set to face Dan Uggla.
Bumgarner's gotten Uggla twice. Blanco is now in left field. How about one pinch hit at bat, you pick up 3 RBIs.
That's
pitches
good
wide, 2-0.
Incidentally, that game tomorrow will be Chris Medlin, the right-hander, taking on Tim Lincecum.
To Uggla. Swing, ain't gonna miss. Uggla gets count leverage. He's gonna go for it.
Oh, no question.
All right, we got the jerseys on.
There's Panda. There's Posey. They got the Gigantes jersey.
That might be my favorite banner in a long time.
Lincecum there on the end.
2-2. You see, people, they spend a little time on these things.
Well, I like it.
I mean, that wasn't done in 5 minutes. Uggla, hat trick. 1 out here in the 6th.
Big curveball is the payoff pitch. And he has Uggla way out front. Strikeout number 8. And 6 have been by swinging. 2 have been called.
Just flip it around.
You got a system.
How many hooks you think they got up there? 27? Here's Upton. All right.
Well.
I got 13 plus 8.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that's
21.
Not being very specific.
I mean, if there is 21, I didn't see 21.
That's generally speaking.
12, 16. I think there's 20. You see 21, I see 20.
Well, are you counting the Safeway?
Absolutely, I'm counting the Safeway there.
Well, I think that's the bonus one. You get 2 for that.
Yeah, there's 20 up there. It's got to be something. It's got to be like free food giveaway at Safeway.
So there you go. Upton tagged out.
Hey, Dwayne's dames are here.
Is that singular or plural?
Well, I think there's only one of them left. All the way from Cleveland.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Nice going. She's got it going.
Here's Freeman. High to Freddie Freeman. He's bounced out to Buster Posey twice. Two balls and no strikes, so technically are we both right?
Yeah, there's 20 panels and 21 hooks.
Foul back, 2 balls and 1 strike. It really wasn't that big of a deal, but now at least we have the numbers correct.
There you go. Well, hey.
If you fill them all up, that's a good day.
Well, they put 14 up there in game 1 of this series. The Braves are the team that leads the National League in strikeouts. They freewheel it.
2-2.
That's some paint right there. And Freeman has got a little half argument going with Jordan Baker, the plate umpire. Definitely a pitcher strike. Throw it again.
Now a full count. Giants 5-3 on this homestand. Remember, started out with a bang when the Giants swept the Dodgers. It would be last weekend in that 3-game series. And Freeman takes the walk. And here's Evan Gattis.
There you see the pitches by inning. He ran into a couple of snags. The 4th and 5th had to throw 43 pitches in those 2 innings. Other than that, he's been under par.
Here's Gattis. He lined one off the glove of Piguero in left field. Here he bounces this one foul. Gattis ended up with a double. San Francisco's finest 80-year-old.
Well, that's quite a handle right there. Dag nabbit.
Down low to even the count. Chris Johnson's on deck. Hit up the middle. Crawford dives. He just can't get it. And it rolls out into center field. So Gaddis with 2 hits off of Bumgarner, and that'll bring up Chris Johnson. See some people walking down to the Giants bullpen. 97 pitches for Bumgarner. I think that's why he was upset that he walked Freddie Freeman. He was going to add to his pitch count and certainly shorten the amount of time he's going to be in this game. Johnson has struck out twice. But he's another guy you got to be careful with, because one swing of the bat and he can yank one.
And it's getting close to that century level in the pitch count. Clearly the Braves are thinking this is their shot to get back in this ball game.
That gets Quiroz. It's a ball and a strike. So this will be pitch number 100. And it's low. Godin getting ready. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to Chris Johnson. Garner taking his time. Now he gets the sign from Quiroz. And this one got both catcher and hitter as Johnson goes down. And he's hurt. Mike, I wonder if he twisted something.
Well, he really spinned around following the release of the bat in his backswing.
And did he get Quiroz on the backswing?
Let's watch the bat as it comes around. He does. You're right. I mean, it may be a knee that he twisted.
Yeah, I think he did.
It's the right knee. Oh, no, the ball hit the knee. That's what it was.
That is a perfect example of how dangerous it is around home plate. Hitter. Ouch.
Bat. Boom. Catcher gets dinged. There was 3 noises, and you don't usually hear 3 noises. Now, if you're Madison Bumgarner, you got to think about throwing a back foot slider right here. Snapping one up and just burying it down on his back foot. Johnson's power is middle away.
And the 2-2. And he got him for the 3rd time. And that's strikeout number 10 on pitch number 102. 6-1 Giants. Fireworks show has been added to the Friday night game, and that's against the Rockies on May 24th. You can start off Memorial Day weekend right here at AT&T Park. It's a 7:15 start, and there are still really nice seats available for that fireworks night game. So go to sfgiants.com to purchase tickets. Remember, that's May 24th, an additional fireworks game. Here at 6-1 Giants, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Luis Avalon is the new pitcher. So it's Avalon. Ramiro Pena is now at third. And it's going to be Brandon Crawford to lead things off. Avalon's one of the two lefties in this Atlanta Braves bullpen.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good fastball. It's low 90s, hard slider, changeup. He's kind of a little bit like Jeremy Affeldt in that he can get a ground ball, and not a lot of lefties out there that have good sinkers.
Hey, see who's on deck?
I do.
So the 100 pitch mark not affecting Bruce Bochy's decision to let Bumgarner stay in the game as Crawford bounces out 4-3. Bumgarner struck out and lined up. So Bumgarner steps in with Angel Pagan on deck. And it's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Healthy fastball. Lots of life down around the knees. I mean, it really shouldn't surprise us when Bumgarner's being asked to go out there to start another inning when he's already at the 100 pitch level.
Yeah.
Because he's got a body built for innings. He really does.
He's got 10 strikeouts. I mean, how do you reward a guy? You let him go back out there, right?
Yeah.
Here's Pagan, who's 0 for 3. And a strike to Angel Pagan. He would kind of like to save the afternoon with a base hit, I'm sure. Giants have 9 hits, the Braves with 4. In the Giants win last night, the Giants had 11 hits and the Braves had 3. Pagan shoots it to right. Upton's coming in, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. So Avalon with a 1-2-3-6. 7th inning coming up.
On the upper deck? No way!
Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Mahallam went 4 1/3. Bumgarner's still in. Sandoval hit a home run in the first, and Blanco had the big hit. A pinch hit double that knocked in 3. And here's Bumgarner to face B.J. Upton. And Upton hits a slow roller. It's going to be tough. Bumgarner from his knees got him in a nice play.
Oh, man, we've seen 2 sensational plays in this series from pitchers. Last night, Matt Cain with fielding that ball hit off him, and here Madison Bumgarner goes into a little slide, and watch how quickly he gets to his back leg to get off a throw, and that's from the knees, and that is a seed.
And this is a guy that runs extremely well in B.J. Upton.
That's pure athleticism right there. That's a great play.
Here's Laird. Laird has popped out and struck out.
That's the big leagues. Down to his knees, plants, and from the knees, throws a strike. Those plays are fun.
Fun to watch the really big guys pull it off.
I mean, he is a big guy. I mean, he's just naturally strong, too. 6'5", 235. I mean, no doubt you could put him in the weight room for about 6 months and he'd come out a tight end. Because that frame could hold another 40 pounds easy.
Sandoval on the backhand. Got him. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Hey, guys, I have Isaac with me. Isaac, who's your favorite San Francisco Giant?
Posey.
Well, did you know that you could log on to csnberry.com and check out a feature on him? Did you know you could check out 30 Giants in 30 days?
No.
Well, now you do, right, Isaac? All right, csnberry.com, 30 for 30, guys. It's really cool. csnberry.com. It's your interactive home for Bay Area sports, right, Isaac?
Yeah.
You heard it here.
I think Amy fed him the answers.
Yeah, I was feeling that, too.
See, I think that guy's favorite player was Pablo Sandoval. Amy made him change it.
Hey, she could be persuasive.
Oh. She's a mom, right? Uh-oh. Bring in the little brother.
Oh, yeah.
And all the kids.
That's the whole clan right there.
0-1 to Pena. Pena fouls it back and out of play. So he likes to rub his wrists to get a little moisture on the baseball.
You got to have a little moisture on your fingertips. I mean, the one thing about Northern California is it, especially when it's cold, is your hands dry out, and that's not good when you're trying to get the feel of the baseball. You got to have some moisture, and it's not easy to sweat here.
Yeah. He said it really doesn't take much.
Well, now you can go right to your mouth and then kind of fake like you're wiping it off, and you're good to go.
But he goes to the wrist, and then he puts it immediately on the baseball.
There you see him doing it right there. Just get a little sticky feeling, just a little bit, so you can have a good grip with all your pitches. But you know what? If you're the hitter, you want him to have a good grip with the pitches.
He can have a full rosin bag in his back pocket for all I care.
I mean, on those nights when that ball gets slippery in your hand because it's so dry, I mean, it could squirt out of your hand at any time, and you're throwing a ball 94 miles an hour, you could hurt somebody.
Bumgarner was not happy with that last pitch, the location of that last pitch. Nor was he happy with that one, and neither was Quiroz. Quiroz taking a beating. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Giants with a 5-run lead in this one. We're in the 7th. And he got him. Bumgarner will walk off the mound with 11 strikeouts to a huge ovation. Six-1 Giants. All right, thanks, Mindy. It's 6-1 here at AT&T Park. And it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Anthony Varvaro, the new pitcher now for the Braves. You saw him in last night's ball game. 12th time that he's come in. And off to a good start this year. Varvaro, one of those key components in that Brave bullpen.
And it's Scudero at the plate. He's 2 for 3. Tripled. Ball got in front of Justin Upton. He tried to make the catch and it got by him. Bounces this one to third. That's a fair ball. Pena, a long throw, and Freeman hangs on for the out. I'm going to show you a glove that was donated. And this is obviously the Junior Giants glove drive today. There's a story about this glove. This glove was used last night by one of our ball dudes, Bill Golub. So Bill and all Giants fans, thank you for your donations. As it stands right now, 800 gloves have been donated. That's gloves brought to the ballpark. And over $34,000 have been collected. And I might add that part of that collection was a very nice check that my partner just handed to Nicole Zongas, who is very much a part of this glove drive, even though she's injured. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, Nicole. And Nicole, keep us updated. Here's Sandoval.
The thing about Varvaro, what makes him special is his release. You don't see many guys who come right over the top and have that type of velocity. He's a low to mid 90s guy, but he's a 12-6 break on the curveball.
In tight to Sandoval. Bounced up the middle. Ugla on the backhand, and he'll throw very hard. Bumgarner and his catcher this afternoon, Key Rose.
Well, 11 strikeout day today for Bumgarner. 6 times he went down below the strike zone, and he got the Braves to chase. And if you think about it, 3 of those strikeouts to Dan Ugla, 3 of those strikeouts to Chris Johnson, 6 of the 11 to 2 guys. I mean, he was spectacular today. A good solid 7-inning performance from Madison Bumgarner. And you saw him get the applause from his teammates in his dugout. A lot of hearty handshakes.
Joe Simpson, who does color for the Braves side of the TV side, he just looked over and pointed to Bumgarner and mouthed, "He's pretty good."
And he's only 23. He's going to get better. And you saw improvement this year when he added that 4th pitch, the changeup, and already it's become a good weapon for him.
Well, the reason you like to take compliments like that from Braves broadcasters is they've seen a few.
Well, Joe Simpson got a chance to watch Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox for a long time. And the Braves organization, as you point out, Kate, they know good pitching when they see it.
Remember before those guys, Steve Avery?
I do.
Trying to shave the outside corner. He's not getting the call. It's 3-1. Avery might have been part of the Glavine group.
Yeah, Derek Lilliquist is another guy who came up in that group of guys. But the big 3, it's rare that you have 3 come up at the same time and are all going to go to the Hall of Fame. And that's what's happened with those 3. Smoltz, Glavine, and of course Greg Maddux, who was the best of all of them.
Yeah, then Maddox signs there as a free agent. 3-2. Bouncing ball to second. Ugla. And that'll end the inning. So Vivaro with a 1-2-3 7th. Here comes the 8th. And the top of the order for the Atlanta Braves.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Giants with a 6-1 lead. You been down that street lately?
Lombard Street, yes I have.
When it's time for a change things speedy, oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Chad Godin coming in now for the 12th time, and look at the numbers he's had. 20 strikeouts and 20 base runners. Hard to believe he's got a loss and no wins, but an ERA of 1.33. He has been fantastic. And with Godin, you're going to see a low to mid-90s fastball, and a slurvy breaking ball, and a circle change.
Hey, Chipper Jones is here. Here's Simmons. Simmons takes low. Today he's 0 for 3. Right down Broadway, and that evens the count.
Oh yeah, troops are out sailing. It is a great day to sail.
Popped up. It's going to be Arias just into the game, and he'll put it away. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, Dwayne, we said at the beginning of the game it's a special day, and as you mentioned, more than $34,000 raised, 800 gloves donated, and people can still continue to donate. There's a look at how many came in today. It's just a massive pile, all going to people who so deserve it, junior Giants who play baseball and can't afford to have a glove. More than 9,000 kids don't own a glove, so go to jrgiants.org and you can donate just $10. Gets them a glove. Dwayne?
All right, thanks, Amy. There's Eddie, who gave us a very large check today. And Eddie, longtime umpire, resident here. Good guy. And by the way, that picture of those gloves, would that not make a great jigsaw puzzle?
It would. Now you're thinking.
And the stories behind each of those, I can't throw any away.
No, I can't. That's like throwing away an old friend or a pet.
Or you can't do it. You can't do it. Maybe, tighten it up just a little bit, and that would make a great jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
3-0 pitch is a strike. Ugla struck out 3 times in this game. It's Jordan Walden getting loose. Three and 2. Got him.
And that is a sombrero. 4 strikeouts today for Ugla. And this is just a great sinker. It just bottoms right out. He swings right over the top. And that is a rough day. And you got to remember, Ugla came into the series and he was the hottest man on the planet.
Still buddies. Giants uniform top, the one that the players wore. Was that the ring ceremony day?
It was ring ceremony day with the SF gold on the left side.
That's a hit, by the way, in the dugout store.
Well, I mean, all my kids thought it was the best thing they ever saw. Plus, of what it stands for, too, it's just very cool.
Strike call to Upton. Upton had an infield hit off of Bumgarner in the 4th. Two balls and 1 strike. Should Upton reach, it would be Freddie Freeman.
Hey, Del Murphy's here. That's a guy that deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
2-2. Yeah, he was awesome.
Two-time National League Most Valuable Player.
And a good dude.
Great guy. Talk about a great role model for the game of baseball. Dale Murphy. Tried to change sightlines there. Fish ain't biting.
Can't wait to see his swings when he gets to Phoenix. He takes a hard rip anyway. Tap fouled as he hung in there on that breaking ball.
Yeah, he went and fought off a pretty good pitch right there. There's one of our nation's finest. Good looking uni right there. Yep. And that uni always seems to attract a pretty girl.
It really does. 3-2. And the walk.
Well, MLB.TV celebrates 11 years with new low yearly prices. Watch every out-of-market game live on over 350 supported mobile and connected devices in HD quality, and you can do that with MLB TV Premium. So go to MLB.TV today. Baseball everywhere.
So here's Freeman. And that's driven to left. And it's going to be Blanco who trapped it. And it clearly was a trap. So Freeman with a base hit. And the hitter's going to be Evan Gaddis.
It's just a little short hopper here. But he comes up and tries to sell it after he makes the one-hop snag. Hey, you never know.
Could go to replay. I'm sorry.
Would you please get over the replay thing?
Here's Gaddis, who's got a couple of hits. By the way, talking about Upton and facing Arizona, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in Arizona. So 2-out walk and a base hit. And now Gaddis. Check swing roller. Side retired. 6-1 Giants. Well, some of the sights and sounds and all the good happenings here at the ballpark today. It's 6-1 Giants. Stay tuned immediately after Giants baseball for Esurance Giants post-game live highlights, reaction, analysis. It's all coming up right after the game. Here's Pence, who takes a strike. Vivaro had a 1-2-3 7th inning. He's back out to pitch the 8th. Pence, he's popped out, he's singled, and he was walked intentionally. This one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. The intentional walk was significant because Blanco then pinch hit for Peguero after Guerin was brought in, and Blanco cleared the bases with a double. And Pence cannot hold up on that breaking ball. 1-2.
Warriors fan?
Warriors took it on the chin last night. They'll be back at it tomorrow.
Well, we hope Steph Curry's ankle's all right.
So good luck tomorrow. Pence fouls it out of play.
Leaving for Army, catching one last game. Go Giants, and we wish you well, my friend.
Good luck.
Be safe, and thank you.
Pence drives it down the right field line. This is going to be a fair ball, and Pence is scooting into second with a double.
You see Hunter Pence go to right field, and it really says a lot about his right hand. I mean, your strength is in your bottom hand. Your top hand's your guide hand, but boy, when you put strength in both hands, you can drive the ball the other way. It really is a testimony to the strength of a hitter, and he does it as good as anybody in this Giants club, maybe in the entire division.
So here's Blanco. Blanco with the big double in the 5th inning. The hit that broke the game open. Rose is on deck. Giants 6, Braves 1. This was the hit, and it came right off the bat.
Down and in, and it just exploded through the gap. And Hunter Pence coming all the way in from first base. Sandoval, Posey. It broke this bad boy open.
There's a called strike. It's 2-1.
Hot dog, mustard, and ketchup are here. It's like strawberries here too.
Drive to left. Gaddis is coming in and over, and it gets by him. And now let the race begin. Pence is going to score. Blanco is going to be held up at third. It's 7-1. You play a catcher in left field. You might get away with it. You might not.
Well, it was going to be a tough play because it had slice on it. By the time he got over to it, it was going to be a below the knees attempt, and the ball will find you when you are playing out of position. I don't care how many fly balls you take, you don't take them like this. And watch him fall short on the backhand.
I mean, look, it's a great effort by the guy. But play for offense, sometimes defense is going to suffer.
Well, it's got to be a triple. I mean, it can't be a
Absolutely.
hit.
So now the infield is in with Quiros at the plate. He's 0 for 2.
They have not ruled on it yet.
Line drive, that's a fair ball. So Blanco's going to score. Quiros is going to dig for 2, and that's where he'll stop. And it's 8-1.
Get a breaking ball, not fool on it at all. I mean, just rakes it right past Pena, who never had a chance. So Barbaro getting rocked here, and here comes Carlos Tosca, and they're making a call to the bullpen. So Barbaro goes 1+, and he is done.
3 extra base hits here in the 8th inning. It's 8-1, and we'll be back.
New pitcher now for the Braves is Jordan Walden. You may recognize him. He used to be an Angel. He came over to the Braves in the exchange for Tommy Hanson, who went to the Angels this last November. And Walden's got good stuff. He's got mid-90s stuff. With the fastball, you get a little sink to it. Got a good hard slider and a changeup. He had 32 saves for the Angels back in 2011.
And here's Crawford. Crawford with 2 hits this afternoon. Looks like there's 2 parts to Walden coming to the plate, and you got to kind of eliminate the first part.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He's 6'5", 240. Little herky jerk.
Crawford fouls it back.
Kind of reminds you of Rob Nin, how he's got that little hesitation. He doesn't actually touch the ground with it, but he kind of brings the leg down, then he jumps out at you, and that's a little funkiness that is definitely a distraction to a hitter. It will upset a hitter's timing.
1-2.
Now watch the leg come down and then jump. He doesn't actually touch the ground like Nin used to, but it's for the same reason. They do that to keep those hips locked longer so they can stay back longer.
This is going to be fouled out of play. 1-2 to Crawford. Got him.
Good placement with that fastball above the hands inside corner. That's a perfect pitch.
Here's Joaquin Arias batting for the first time. Remember, he came in on the double switch. Pagan to follow. And a breaking ball for a strike. There's Jeremy Affeldt. And a quick 0-2. Giants with 1 in the first. That was a Sandoval home run. 1 in the fourth, then 4 in the fifth, and 2 here in the eighth.
Nice block. So Walden trying to go below the strike zone to get Arias to fish, and that's one thing that relievers will look at. They'll see who the everyday players are and who the guys off the bench are. A lot of guys figure the guys off the bench don't have a clear definition of a strike zone, and they'll go out of the strike zone a lot, especially down below it. It's not a bad idea. I always feel you throw guys who don't play every day pitches in the strike zone, when you're ahead in the count, you're doing them a favor.
Three and 2. And that 3-2 pitch wasn't even close, and it also came after Arias had fallen behind 0-2.
Anytime you go 0-2 to a walk, that's a good at bat. Pretty easy take on that 3-2 slider, but still, that's a good at bat. There's a player out there.
You got a game going on here?
Oh yeah. That guy's got some tools. That's Chipper Jones. I guess Chipper Jones is 10. That would have to be Andrew Jones.
This little guy, and maybe I don't know who he's playing catch with, but they decided that 8-1 it was time just to leave and go play catch.
Greatest game they ever invented.
Here's Pagan. Catch with pops.
It's not the first time they've done this. I'm telling you, that's a player right there.
Got good actions. 1-1 now to Pagan.
Well, when you think about it, that's all baseball is, a game of catch. And the ones that do it the best go up level to level.
Pagan hits a little dribbler foul. 1-2. Outside and low to Pagan. If you take an 0 for 4 and your team wins, or in this particular case, Pagan sitting on an 0 for 4, and if you go 0 for 5 and your team wins, it's not the end of the world. You're not that pleased with the fact you didn't get any hits, but dinner would taste a lot better. 3-2. if you picked up a hit.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Nick Noonan's on deck. And Pagan's got his hit. And they're going to hold up Heroes. So Noonan's going to hit with the bases loaded. So dinner is going to taste better.
Payoff pitch right out of the middle of the plate and does what you're supposed to do with that. Finds a hole on the right side. Now you're not going to take on Justin Upton's arm, especially when you have a 7-run lead. So you didn't get the full reward with the base hit. You didn't get your RBI, but still, you're right. He'll feel better about today because of that knock.
By the way, are you packed?
Not yet, big boy.
No? You got to do that tonight or tomorrow morning.
That's going to be heading to Toronto after the game tomorrow.
Noonan a swing and a miss.
Normally, you would leave on the off day Monday to go back east, but because there's a 2-game series and not the normal 3-game series, Giants felt that they wanted to get their players acclimated, and it's much easier not only to acclimate 3 days into Toronto, but it's easier when you go to your next town. 2-game series screw you up. 4-game series on the road screw you up.
I'd rather have a 4-game series than a 2-game series.
Yeah.
When I open up that suitcase, I don't want to have to pack it right away.
No. So it wears you out.
Noonan fouls it back. We have a winner? Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah. One of the Panda people got it. It's got a Willie Mays banner on.
It's a disc, right, for his birthday?
Disc. That's the word I'm looking for.
1 and 2.
It's in a banner. Disc. Would have helped me out. Medallion. Medal.
Yeah.
Anything but banner.
Noonan out swinging.
Pretty good breaking ball there, but case in point, and Noonan doesn't get every day at bats. He's a guy off the bench. You struggle for your strike zone, and if you're pitching to it, go down out of it. Maybe he'll chase, and he does.
So here's Belt. So Carlos Task is going to come out. All right. Giants have scored twice here in the 8th, and we'll be back.
Right after Giants postgame live right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. You get reaction, postgame reaction from this game, and you'll get an update on the latest in Steph Curry's injury. And updates on the 49er and Raider rookie camps. All that and more. AT&T Uber Sportsnet Central. Right after Giants postgame live. Right here, it's 8-1 Giants. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 8th. And we have a new pitcher, David Carpenter, the converted catcher. Saw him earlier in the game, a mid-90s or low to mid-90s fastball with a slider. Kind of a two-pitch guy.
So here's Belt. Belt will hit with the bases loaded, 2 outs. And Belt goes around, and it's no balls and 1 strike. We've said this before, maybe even said it last night. There isn't any doubt now that Brandon Belt knows how teams are going to try to get him out. And then you have to adjust to that.
Yeah, they're pounding that inside corner. They're throwing back foot sliders. They're throwing cutters in his hand. They're really not going outside very often. And if they do, they usually go out bad just to set up the inside corner. Yeah, he believes. You know who he's going to be rooting for tomorrow.
He may even be there tomorrow. 0-2. Belt. Foul. Oh, not long enough.
Rod Banda, our first base ball dude, finally getting a chance to have a play. All right, Rod, that big.
Oh, 0-2 to Belt. Pence, Blanco, and Quiros all with extra bases to start out this 8th inning. Belt's got a base hit up the middle. Quiros is going to score. Arias is going to score, and it's now 10-1.
Giants have gotten 5 RBIs off the bench today. 3 by Blanco and now 2 from Brandon Belt. And they set up on the outside corner. This thing comes right across the middle, so a mistake from Carpenter. And Belt jumps all over it.
So here's Buster Posey. Fastball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 10 runs on 14 hits for the Giants. Two and 0. Out of play down the right field line into the upper deck.
Oh, we got a guy making a play up there. That Buster Posey absolutely played perfectly. Brought his glove, sat there patiently for 8 innings. Ball came his way, picked it clean.
And another foul ball off the bat of Buster Posey. Pagan at second. Belt is at first. And Buster Posey holds up, says Wally Bell. Runners go, and that's ball 4. Well, Penn started this inning off with a double.
Now an opportunity to have a day here.
He's got 2 hits. He was walked intentionally. Breaking ball for a strike as it backs Hunter Pence off the plate. It's 0-1. It's Pagan, Belt, and Posey are your base runners. Upton didn't see it. Now he does, and that'll end the inning. Giants put 4 on the board here in the 8th. 9th inning coming up. It's 10-1 Giants. Giants 10, Braves 1 as we go to the 9th. And Jeremy Affeldt is going to come in to try to get the last 3 outs.
11th time that Affeldt has come into a game. This is definitely a maintenance inning for Jeremy Affeldt. "14 base runners in 6 2/3. Still working out some kinks. Fastball that goes low to mid-90s, big curveball, split. Nick Noonan stays in the ball game. He's at second base. Brandon Belt stays in the ball game. He's at first base. So Scudero and Posey have called it a day.
So here's Reed Johnson. He's going to hit. And the pitch to the right-handed hitting Reed Johnson is high and away. Johnson hitting .231. He's got 3 RBIs. And Affelt throws a strike at 92, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Remember, Affelt spent some time on the DL. An oblique. Is that what it was? Rib cage?
It was.
Good pitch, 2-2.
You know, and you take over 2 weeks off of competitive pitching, and you know, you get some rust in there, and it takes a while to get that good feel back, your timing back with all your pitches.
Well, Affelt did not pitch on Thursday, did not pitch yesterday.
And you can throw all the simulated games you want, but last I checked, when you pitch a simulated game, you look up in the stands and there's nobody there. As soon as you trot out there between the lines and you got 41,000 watching you, it's a whole different deal.
Arias to his left, 360 to Belt, got him.
Well, nice play, but everybody involved. Pretty spectacular athleticism from Arias. I mean, he goes way to his left and watch the 360 to get in position to get off a throw. Nice footwork, but this is as spectacular. And Belt going wide to his left to make a backhand reach. Arias going, ooh, I don't know about that throw.
What's that?
Doesn't matter when you got a guy like Belt.
Threw a sinker. Here's Upton, who takes a strike. Upton struck out in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. And then hit a little dribbler down the 3rd base line that Bumgarner made a terrific play on. One out, nobody on. A line drive off the top of Crawford's glove. That ball was scalded. And Upton with a base hit.
How close was it to being caught? I mean, that thing, it just didn't give him enough time to get his glove up.
That's right. That's how hard it was hit. Here's Laird. Laird pops this one back and out of play.
The one thing about Affelt that always stands out, he can get a ground ball. And he can do it with all 3 pitches. He doesn't have to rely upon that sinker. That curveball, as big as it is and as much downward bite as it is, it'll get a ground ball as well, as will the split.
Pence coming in. Pence does not catch it, as they're saying that was a trap. And Laird with a base hit. So now all of a sudden for Jeremy Affelt, he's put himself in a spot where he needs to tighten it up a little bit.
Just a short one hopper. See the knee dig in and take a big divot. I like that. He replaced the divot.
Here's Pena, who was Bumgarner's 11th strikeout victim, and that ended the 7th. Off the backstop, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Out of play, 0-2.
Yeah, she brought her glove. She's a gamer, babe. Why not? Pretty good curveball right there on an 0-2 count.
That was a good curveball.
Some big time snap right here. Wow.
Whoa.
You got to have some guts to take that pitch.
2-2.
It's the thing, you snap one off like he did in the 0-2 pitch. You're thinking, all right, I'm going to throw one better on the 1-2 pitch, and you overthrow it.
Yep.
Curveballs, you can't max out on curveballs. Harder you try to throw a curveball, you lose that elasticity in your wrist. Sinker outside, just a wee bit outside.
Arias, Noonan, and that's all they'll get. So that'll go fielder's choice 5-4. And here's Simmons. Simmons, who is 0 for 4. 3 pop-ups and a strikeout. And a first pitch strike from ATL, and it's 0-1. And there's that breaking ball that misses wide. Up the middle, ATL knocks it down again, and then shovels it to Belt, and that's the ball game. So Bruce Bochy gets something that he usually doesn't get. He gets a laugher.
You're right. I mean, he said, I'd like to have one of those about once every week. That'd be nice. Well, it was Madison Bumgarner who was spectacular. 7 strong innings, but 5 RBIs off the bench today was a shot in the arm, and that was the difference maker in this game with the Braves.
So the Giants now have taken 2 of the 3 games in this series, and they'll try to make it 3 out of 4 tomorrow afternoon. Final score here at AT&T Park: Giants 10, Braves 1. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews, and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.